Assalamu alaikum. This is Saturday morning. I'm not going to the gym today, but I decided that I am going to take a nice little walk, maybe get a little jog in as well. Just gotta find a place to park. I may do, I think I'm gonna go down a little further to my different spot. I don't want to park here. So, I guess I didn't really put too much thought on what I was going to say, because I guess I just went on last night. But just want to, staying focused and staying consistent on what you want to do, and not allowing things to interfere with your flow. That's imperative. One of the things that I was sharing with a friend of mine yesterday was just how my mind has gotten to a point that, is that, I'm really focused on the next steps. And I think about the next moves and actually just desire to just continue to move forward. And my mind is almost consumed with that. And I remember the minister did a lecture called A Man and His Mission. And that when one finds his purpose, then it's very difficult for there to be balance. So in this process of, moving towards actually, by Allah's permission, growing into purpose and being on that, it can be difficult to, maintain balance. Like, so one thing I know for me it's been important, and it helps, is, getting up and working out in the morning, so that I'm not just consumed and sitting in front of a computer screen doing what I do all day. And I remember reading something about those who are most successful in the world, in the society, that there's a few characteristics. One of them was that they are constantly reading. Another one was that they get up before they need to be up to start their day. And another one was like working out. And all of these things are, I believe, help to, allow the mind to be clear and focused. And it's something about setting forth and being able to discipline yourself and set goals for yourself, and not necessarily compete with others, but to compete with whatever standard that you place for yourself. And, it's about being self-motivated and self-disciplined. And if you can't, self-discipline, I remember seeing a bumper sticker saying that discipline is knowing you can, but choosing not to. Basically knowing that you can do something, but making a choice not to. So in many instances, people will say, oh, you can't eat pork, or during Ramadan, oh, you can't eat during this time. And the statement that I'll make is that I can do, I can eat whenever I want. But the question is, or the point for me is that I've made decisions. That I'm going to do things in a particular type of way. And, even with that same sentiment, is that as a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, is we are being called to be gods, and we're given the definition of a god as one who has force and power to change reality. Force and power to change reality. And part of that is being able to determine and say that you're going to do a thing and stay on course. To say that I'm going to get up in the morning and doing it. Is to be able not to necessarily give others instructions, but can you give yourself instructions and follow those instructions? Can you submit to the God that's within you? And that's something that is imperative to be successful and to achieve the goals and things that you want in life. It's being able to discipline yourself, to focus your mind on something and make a determination. And I think I may have said this in another video, is that Allah in the Holy Quran says kun fayakun. And what that means in Arabic is being it is. And of course we can think about attempting to force other people to do things, but have you gotten to the point in your life, or have we gotten to the point in our lives that we can make a determination for ourselves and choose to make something happen? And of course, all of this is with Allah's permission, inshallah. All of it is with His backing and with His permission. But sometimes we make that as an excuse on why we don't do things. Well, if God wanted to make it happen, wanted it to happen, it would happen. But what about the God that's in you? I think in an earlier video I talked about, the different types of prayer. And there's a prayer of petition where you ask Allah for things, or you ask Allah to do something, or ask Allah for, whatever we desire. And then there's another prayer, a prayer of thanksgiving. The prayer of thanksgiving is, you're just thanking Allah for what He has already done and is doing. And when you thank Allah for what you're doing, then and what you have, then you'll discover that many of the things that you say you want, or many of the things that you say you desire, is that Allah has already blessed you with what you need so that you can accomplish and achieve that. You realize that you have brothers and sisters around you, or even not necessarily just brothers and sisters around you, friends around you, but even the gifts and talents that you already have. Are you utilizing those? Are you utilizing what you have? Are you utilizing the skills that you already have? I was listening to one of Brother Ben X's videos, and he had the same sentiment, that, are you using the skills that we have? We make excuses for whatever we make excuses for not having what we want, but we don't realize what we already have, and it's because in many instances is that we're not grateful. And in the Holy Quran it says Allah hates ingratitude, and part of the punishment of ingratitude is that we don't move forward because we're looking outside of ourselves or looking for something else, not realizing the bounties, the many things that Allah has given. The ability, the fact that you woke up this morning is just only a sign that you're still able to move forward, that you're still able to have some value to yourself, your family, your community, and the world in general. The fact that you woke up this morning, the fact that you're able to see this video, that you're able to hear it. If you're not able to see it, you're able to hear. So all of these things that sometimes we take for granted, or don't place as much value on as we should, stop us from really achieving the things that we have the potential to achieve. So I guess, I know I've made a video similar to this one before, but I guess this is just another opportunity to encourage us to be grateful for what Allah has given us, and to utilize those gifts, skills, and talents so that we can, fulfill that which Allah intends and desires. And being able to make that determination that when you want something, that sometimes we may take instructions from others better than we take them from ourselves. You may be able to, you own a job and your supervisor tells you to do something, you do that. And you have no problem. Many of us, you need to get up and be at work at a certain time. You're on time for work. But the things that you may say that you want to do for yourself, those get put to the back burner. So, I'm about to hit this bike path, and maybe I'll come and go live a little bit later. But on that note, peace until next time. Assalamu alaikum.